Hello everyone, this is Tanuja Gupta and welcome to my channel. And yes, I am back with my new topic, that is the photosynthesis. Actually the topic is exactly the biosynthetic phase, okay, which is also called the C3 cycle, and yes, one more name is also very famous, that is the Calvin cycle. Okay, as I have already told you about that photosynthesis takes place in two phases. Which one are those? One is the light phase or light reaction, and the second one is the dark reaction. Okay, in light reaction what happen? In light reaction mainly the energy molecule ATP and NADPH get formed, okay, and it is taken place in the presence of light, right? But dark reaction, what it do? It doesn't mean it always takes place in light. No, it doesn't require the light. That's the only reason it is called dark reaction. Okay, now dark reaction is what it do? It use these energy molecule to synthesize the carbohydrate, or you can say sugar, which is ultimately the food or the product of the photosynthesis, right? Okay, so this one is also called as the dark reaction. Okay, so let's have a look what are the main points of this dark reaction. First of all, dark reaction is taken place in where? Of course in the leaf, but in particularly mesophyll cell. Okay, in mesophyll cells this dark reaction takes place. Initially a scientist named as Blackman, what he did, he told about this dark reaction. Okay, but later one more scientist, that is Melvin Calvin, he gave actually this C3 cycle. Actually the C3 cycle, which is Calvin cycle, is named on this scientist name, which is Melvin Calvin. Okay, what he did, he initially told, or he studied this C3 cycle in algae. Okay, so he studied this algal photosynthesis and told that there is initially first 3 carbon compound is formed. What he told, that there is initially 3 carbon compound is formed, which is what? Phosphoglyceric acid. Okay, I am writing full form here, phosphoglyceric acid. Okay, that's why it is named as C3, because a 3 carbon compound is getting formed initially. The first compound which is formed with called the phosphoglyceric acid. How he identified this carbon compound? On basis of the radioactive CO2 molecule. He took the molecule which is radioactive and traced its movement, its production, and then he concluded that from CO2 actually this carbon compound PGA getting formed. So this CO2 is getting fixed into the phosphoglyceric acid, right? Okay, so this is about a little bit history. Now later on there was found that some another category of plants are also there, which are called the C4 plants. There is a special anatomy in those C4 plants called the Crange anatomy. Okay, we'll study it later on in my next video about the C4 cycle. Okay, so later on 2 cycles were given, C3 cycle and C4 cycle. What are the little bit I'm just telling a little bit about C3 and C4 cycle. In C3 cycle what happened? First product is what? A 3 carbon compound product named the phosphoglyceric acid. That's why it is named C3 cycle. Okay, and first CO2 acceptor. Okay, first compound which accept this CO2 or which fix this CO2 is the RUBP. Full form is ribulose 1,5 biphosphate. Okay, clear? Whereas in C4 cycle what happened? First product was a 4 carbon compound which was the oxaloacetic acid. Okay, named as oxaloacetic acid. Clear? And the first CO2 acceptor over here is the 3 carbon compound, which is the phosphoenol pyruvate. I am writing the full form: phosphoenol pyruvate. Okay, here the CO2 acceptor is the 5 carbon compound, that is the ribulose 1,5 biphosphate. Okay, so this is a little information about C3 and C4 cycle. Now let's have a look what is exactly the C3 cycle. Okay, so this C3 cycle is completed in 3 phases. Okay, so let's have a look what are those phases. First of all, this compound ribulose 1,5 biphosphate, which is a first CO2 acceptor, it accepts the CO2 from the atmosphere. Okay, it take the CO2 from the atmosphere with the help of one enzyme. It fixes this CO2 with the help of one enzyme named is Rubisco. Yes, it is a very important enzyme. You should know the full form of it, as well as you should know where it is utilized. Okay, so the full form of Rubisco is ribulose carboxylase oxygenase. Okay, and yes, one more thing about this Rubisco is what this is the most abundant enzyme. Yes, this question asked so many times and you should know knowledge about it. Okay, this is the most abundant enzyme. So this enzyme help the fixation of CO2 with RUBP. So this is the 5 carbon compound, right? Okay, 1 carbon is coming from this 1 molecule of CO2 and they fix and make a first stable product which is called the phosphoglyceric acid. Okay, generally it is called 3-phosphoglyceric acid. Okay, this 3-phosphoglyceric acid is the 3 carbon compound. Okay, this is the 3 carbon compound. So if it is a 3 carbon compound and we are having 6 carbon, then these are the 2 molecule of 3 carbon compound. I am writing here, it is a 2 molecule of 3 carbon compounds formed. Okay, clear? This is the first step called the carboxylation. The fixation of CO2 is known as the carboxylation. So the first step of Calvin cycle is the carboxylation. Okay, clear? First step. Now what it do, this molecule utilizes some ATP as well as the NADPH. So they use 1 molecule of ATP and 1 molecule of NADPH and reduces into ADP and NADP. Okay, fine. This step is called the reduction. This step is called the reduction. This is the second step. Okay, so second step is what? Reduction. Where this PGA, this phosphoglyceric acid, is reduced into the triose phosphate. Triose phosphate. Are you clear? Okay, what I am saying, this 2 molecule of PGA get reduced into triose phosphate with the help of ATP as well as NADPH, and this process is called the reduction. Okay, so it is a 3 carbon compound, so 2 molecule of triose phosphate are getting formed. But what happened? Again we need this RUBP to fix this carbon dioxide. If this cycle is ended over here, then RUBP won't be available for the next cycle. So it need to be again regenerate. So it again regenerated. Okay, it again regenerated. This step is called the regeneration. Regenerated with the help of consumption of 1 molecule of ATP. So this 1 molecule of ATP is utilizes and it converted into RUBP again. So here it is the 6 molecule. Okay, 6 carbon, 5 carbon is being used. So here only 1 carbon is available. This triose phosphate is ultimately responsible for formation of glucose or carbohydrate, As you know, the glucose is the 6 carbon compound, but in this cycle only 1 carbon is available. It means if we need 1 molecule of glucose, then we have to run this cycle 6 times. Are you getting me? Because only 1 carbon is being provided over here. Rest 5 carbon again make the RUBP compound. Okay, so for making 1 molecule of glucose, this cycle has to be run 6 times. So this cycle is run for 6 times. So then it is multiplied by 6, so 6 carbon will be available and we get the 1 molecule of glucose. So I hope you are clear. So the third step is the regeneration. Okay, so I hope it is clear. First step is the carboxylation. The CO2 is getting fixed with the RUBP with the help of a Rubisco enzyme. Then this carboxylated product is being reduced into triose phosphate with the help of ATP and NADPH, and later on is again regenerate this RUBP. This process is called the regeneration by releasing 1 carbon. So this cycle has to be run 6 times to produce 1 molecule of glucose, which is a 6 carbon compound. So if I say in one cycle how many ATPs are utilized, so if you will count, 1 ATP is utilized over here for 1 PGA molecule, but here 2 molecules are produced, so 2 ATP will be used here, as well as 2 NADP also will be used here, because we are using this for 2 molecules. So in one cycle 2 ATP are used over here and 1 ATP are used here. So total 3 ATP is utilized and 2 NADPH is utilized. Okay, so if I'll say this cycle is run for 6 times, so we will multiply. Okay, so in one complete formation of glucose molecule, 6 cycle would be there. So how many ATP will be used? 6 into 3 is 18 ATP. And how many NADPH is again 6 to the 12. So 12 NADPH is being utilized. Okay, so I hope this cycle is clear. Let's have a final look. What are the input and output product of this C3 cycle? Okay, so if I say in C3 cycle, what are the result? So what we are giving and what we are getting from this cycle. So we are giving 18 ATP, which being reduced into ADP. I think you know about it now, how this getting formed. 12 NADPH is getting formed, which is reduced into 12 NADP. Okay, and the third thing is what? 6 CO2 molecule are used and it produce 1 glucose. Okay, fine. So this is all about the C3 cycle. I hope you are clear about it. If you have any doubt, please write in comment box. I am very much happy to give the answer of your comments or your queries. Okay, and if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe and share my channel. And thank you so much guys for watching this video. Thanks a lot.